Last year, I did a video on Project TS, an upcoming MMO from Game Tales. Game Tales is a studio that has only existed for a couple years, and thus far has not successfully launched a single title, which is immediately disconcerting, but we all have to start somewhere. Their team consists of industry vets that worked on other MMOs like Lineage 2, so while a new studio, they definitely have a history within the genre. Project TS is an MMORPG built utilizing Unreal Engine 5, and according to an article posted onto MMO Culture earlier this week, Game Tales have confirmed not only are they launching globally in the very near future, but they have secured a publisher to localize and distribute the game to Western audiences. Before we discuss yet another new MMO announcement though, I want to take a moment here to thank all of our patrons over on Patreon. You're all an incredible part of this community and I cannot thank you all enough for your support. Also, if you don't already, consider following me over on Twitch. I stream there every weekend. Project TS has been in active development since back in 2020. It's an MMO originating within Korea that has up until this point only received a single trailer, with small tidbits of information accompanying it. The trailer looked decent, animations were a little off, the character, I don't know, kinda felt like they were floating across the ground as opposed to actually running on it. The world looked decent, admittedly for a 2023 Unreal Engine 5 MMO, it was kind of lagging, reminiscent to me a little bit of Astelia Online, just with inferior character animations. Yet Game Tales received a gargantuan sum of money from various companies within Korea to further develop the game and realize their vision. A fully cross-platform MMO with Game Tales' CEO in charge of writing the entire story for the game. Thankfully, the CEO does have a history writing for MMOs, having worked himself on Equal Tactics Online, Cabal Online, and Terra Hero, the mobile Terra game. None of which are, honestly, really at all impressive. Maybe if he'd worked on an MMO like Final Fantasy XIV or Star Wars The Old Republic. As MMO Culture noted on their website, Project TS confirmed that their ambitious new title is going to be launching globally. It initially had a 2022 launch window, but has evidently missed that. With a new 2023 release hopefully in sight, Game Tales sought out a global publisher, and they found just that in the form of Com2uS. I'm gonna assume that I'm saying that name correctly, as I've never heard of the company until literally just a moment ago when I googled it, and I happened to find out that they published Summoner's War, a very successful mobile game, and upwards of 40 other games as well, none of which are admittedly remotely as popular. While it is never a good sign to see a publisher with a history of publishing 100% mobile exclusive titles in charge of global distribution, it is at the very least a sign of its potential longevity. The main issue that I had when Project TS was announced was that they stated that they were contemplating a form of blockchain, but over the course of the year they seem to have somewhat distanced themselves from that route, which is honestly a move in the right direction. While blockchain might have a future in the gaming industry, we're far from being there yet, and even further from having it in a functional form in MMOs. But if they're truly scrapping any blockchain functionality, I dare say this might stand a much larger chance of being a successful title. This is not a confirmation that blockchain will not be implemented, especially since Com2uS has their own blockchain gaming platform, C2X, merely that for whatever reason Game Tales have chosen to distance themselves, to disregard any further mention of blockchain functionality. As I noted earlier, it is going to be launching cross-platform, meaning on PC and mobile devices, but if cross-platform games like Genshin Impact, Diablo Immortal, Ni no Kuni Crossworlds, and Tower of Fantasy have taught us anything, it's that sure, those games might suck, sure, those games might be plagued with pay to win, but they have also proven that you can actually have games that look gorgeous and that play incredibly well. Mobile functionality is no longer the nail in the coffin, the hindrance that it once was. On the contrary, many cross-platform titles are beginning to look better than their single-platform counterparts. Unfortunately, While they failed to meet their deadline and 2023 should definitely be the year it releases, we don't really have any further concrete information about the game. Whether it'll utilize a full action combat system, whether there'll be a gacha present, whether it's built for mobile first and PC second or the other way around. They haven't confirmed a closed beta for the game yet either, but it is coming. And I'll keep you all updated with it when it finally hits. Is this going to be the next big MMO? No. But it might at least provide us something fun to play for a few days, a few weeks, and with the frequency that Asian companies push out MMOs, it's really all we can ask for while waiting for something bigger and better. Now, if Project TS, which still doesn't have a confirmed name weirdly enough, is not your thing, no problem. I got you covered with 2 videos on screen right now. One featuring a list of every confirmed upcoming MMO releasing this month, the other featuring another brand new MMO that you need to check out. This one really does look like it could be a big hit.